Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So I'm going to do a quick art journal page. This is in my magazine that I turned into an art journal. If you guys have been following me, here's my pages so far. My clown. And this is a page that I threw extra paint on. I got a request from, I want to say Meredith. I can't recall. I think it starts with an M. I just read and went through a lot of comments and reposted and replied, and I am so scattered with names. Requested me to do the page that I had with my big blue guy on. It's like art journaling for beginners. I like to do basic pages, very simple. It helps with my creativity. It helps inspiration wise. I think all of us do, whether you're a beginner or not. Sometimes it's just you just want to sit down and play, you know. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of recreate it. I do have a video on me doing that though. It was the video that they were talking about was where I showed my waxed pages that I did, and it was the big blue guy in there. So I'm just going to kind of do a updated review of it. But I know a lot of you are new to me, and welcome and hello. A lot of you are new to me, and it's hard to go through the old videos, and I get it because I hate going through old videos. So I'm just going to do an updated version. All right, so all I'm going to do is I'm using my Deco Art Traditions artist acrylic. Hello, Kelly. This is yellow light. And what I'm going to do is the middle. I'm just going to put this down. This is a very nice thick paint. My brush, it's a little wet. I just cleaned them, but it doesn't matter. Now you can see this is light, so it's going to be a little bit transparent. I'm not really going to worry about that. I like it. It kind of gives it a tinge of green mixing with the background. But this is going to give us what we're going to paint on. Now you can do this, I tell you guys, all the time. I'm sure I probably say it the same way every time too because I get sick of hearing myself. But you don't have to have an art journal. This is just a magazine that I made out of an art journal I made out of a magazine, and I will link the link either down below in the show more section. Always click when you watch videos, show more, which is down below the video, and it'll have information down there. But you can do this on a piece of printer paper, a piece of mixed media paper, scrapbook paper, whatever you have. You can see that I'm starting on a dark background. So if you go to the craft store and buy a cheap on clearance piece of paper that you might not dig, use it as your background. Use it as an art journal. Fold them and put them in, make signatures, and do it as an art journal. There's so many great things you can do, or you can just do it on a piece of paper. All right, so I did that, and I'm just gonna, and of course you don't have to do the same colors as me. If you do, I would love to see it, even if you, any kind of art you do. I love seeing what you guys do. I love when you send me stuff and I open up my emails and Facebook and Instagram and I'm tagged. I love it. I try to respond to everybody as quickly as I can. I'm not the best at that, I will admit. But I try. So the only thing that was on the back of this was black paint or gesso, one of the two. I use both. I use whatever I've left over. Even if you have a white background, whatever, it doesn't matter, you know? And I'm going to do a second coat on here. And just like this. Yeah, see? And you can do one coat and just get a darker yellow, you know, a more opaque yellow. This is transparent. A bit. But I like, I like it. I like how it, look at that, how you can see some of that dark coming through, and it just gives more texture. Why not? Now I'll just kind of clean off my brush, the paint on here. I hate wasting, and then I'll put that in there, and then I will do this one more time. This Deco Art Tradition paint, it dries fast, and it's really, really nice. I really enjoy it. And that's what I'm going to use on here today. But, of course, you use whatever your little heart has. Use watercolor, use pencils, watercolor pencils, water-soluble pencils, whatever you have. Okay, so that's that with that. All right, so now I'm just gonna, this is a very simple thing to draw. It's not that hard. And that's why I love doing these kind of things. It's just a round monster. But he's cute, so he's really not even a monster. But let's see. Now, if I was using my smaller journal, my regular art journal, and the pages are smaller, I would do this across both pages. So I would do the background and then the yellow, and then I would draw, you know what I mean? So you might be drawing over the middle of your book, depending. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to sketch in. I'm going to have to make them a little bit smaller, but I'm going to use my pencil. And this is a 0.7. It's my favorite, 0.7 and 0.9. And you can see the lead is darker, a little bit darker than the 0.5. But it works well with my hands with the RA and Fibro because I have a tendency to hold on tight and to push. And it breaks the lead and it's very annoying. So I don't like doing that. So I'm just going to kind of go like this. See how we're just doing a circle. And then I'm going to just add some little feet. And I go like this. That's all I'm doing. And 1, 2, 3. I'm only going to give him 2 feet on here. And don't worry, you know, we're going to paint. And I gave him a hand, and all I'm going to do is zoom, 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 zoom. Just do his hand, and I'm going to give him 3 fingers there. And that is my little guy. So I'm going to go in, and I'm going to paint him blue. And I'm going to use cerulean blue. Okay. I'll shake it up a minute. And this is how I paint. Using palettes and all, I will do sometimes. Sometimes when I'm just sitting here, I just, you know, unless I really plan it out, which we know I don't do often, I just like going with the flow. So sometimes I won't. But you see how I'm just kind of painting. I'm not going to worry if I'm in or out of the lines, because I'll go over it with black paint or a darker blue or something. I just want to lay that in there. And get everything a shade of blue. Okay, and I want to dry it. Now you definitely can go in here and gesso before you paint your colors on it if you feel the need to, or put a wet coat of white down if you don't have gesso. Gesso is easy to make with school glue, powder, and a little bit of water, and whatever color paint you want to use as your gesso, white, black, whatever. You can make all kinds. If you're fancy and you have the energy and the time, you can make all kinds of different colors of gesso that you can use. So if you had a blue gesso, you could lay that down and then put the color over it. You don't have to, but you can. All right, and then I'm going to do another coat. A little bit in the hand, which I totally forgot to do. And you see how fast? It's nothing. You can do this with the kids. How fun would this just to be doing with the kids? It's summer or Christmas break, whatever, wherever you're at. I don't know. Everybody's all over the place. So it's hard for me to keep track of everybody. But how fun. Look what you're doing with the kids. They could draw a circle with feet. I mean, this is how simple. I know it seems silly. It's not silly. It's just getting creative when maybe you don't have hours to spend, or you don't have the energy, or you're having a bad day illness-wise, or in general. I mean, you don't even have to have an illness to have a bad day, trust me. But this is it. Okay? You can give them 3 feet, 4 feet, 3 hands, 2 hands. I don't care. Again, you can make the background yellow darker, which is in my other video. Like I said, I'll link that down below. But you can do whatever you want. Now, mind you, that video was made 2013. It is now 2015. I can't be held responsible for my language. If there is any in there, I don't know. I try not to, but you never know with me. Okay. So now I'm going to rinse off my brush. I'm going to pat my brush dry. Then I'm going to take some ultramarine blue, which is a nice blue. And a little sweaty today. I don't understand. And I'm just going to dab it. This is how I do it. Definitely don't have to do it like this. I'm just kind of a mess right now over here. I usually put it on my thing, but I don't care. I just do my thing. And what I'm going to do is outline. And I'll go back in and outline a little bit more, but I just want to add that dimension. And you can, if you have a lot, like you can see I put a lot up, make it go out a little bit more. Make it a little bit bigger. You can see now kind of where you're playing. You know, that you're on your page. It's just about having fun. That's it. Just about having fun. Tell you what, I like this color blue. You know what I'm doing? I'm not even going to do this. I know, this is what happens. I'm going for it. I like this color blue better than that other blue. It just struck me for some reason. I guess because it's a little brighter, maybe. Shiny. I'll just turn my light on for a second. But again, this is just beginner. I just want to show you how, you know, how it works, how quick you can do it when you're starting out mixed media or art journaling. I'm not here to win awards. I'm just here to teach and to let people know, you know what, do your thing, whatever thing that is, whatever way you have to do it. Some people don't have health restrictions and things that, you know, that make it hard some days, and they rock their art and they do a great job, and I watch them and I love them, but sometimes I can't, and this is all I can get out of me during the day, and you know what, that's okay. And if you only have crayons, that's okay. You know, it's not about, you know, anything other than that. Now I'm going to take a little bit of white and a different brush. Let's do a smaller brush. We're just going to use that brush. Gonna dip it in. And all I'm going to do is eyes. Very simple. Just going to draw eyes. Circles. Do they have to be the same? Nope. Look, we're going to make crazy eyes. You don't have to. And then I'm going to give him... I enjoy crazy eyes. I've not watched Orange is the New Black, so I don't know that character. I know a lot of people talk about it, but I've never seen them. That's not why I say crazy eyes, but hey, if that's what you like, then you do whatever you want to say and believe, and I don't care. All right. And then I'm going to give him, let's give him a heart for a nose just because I love you guys. And then I think his mouth I made, what did I make his mouth? I don't know. Let me see. And I didn't even give him a nose last time, but his mouth I gave like this, and then I did teeth. And that's just me going to, you know, do my thing when I go over it with black or whatever I'm going to do. I'm also going to outline the hands. I'm just using white. Use whatever you want. You can use light blue. You can use whatever you want. It doesn't have to be perfectly outlined. It's just so he... I mean, look how like ridiculous this is. But you have a blast doing it because you could change the colors. You could do whatever you want. And I know that I have a heart hanging down there. And I'm just going to color this in with the white since I have white out. So when I do the color on there, it'll act like my Angesso. And then I didn't do my color around here yet, which I will. But then I just kind of write love because why not? And then I think this one I'm going to do a little eyebrows with. I don't know why, just because I feel like it. You don't have to. He's just a perky little fella. That's how simple. You want to do a tail? Do a tail on him. I don't care. Now, how bad was that? Right? That's it. Now it's just a matter of coloring in what you want. Clean off my brush. Dry my brush. Make sure and then let's go in. So I'm going to use the lighter blue that I started with for the eyelids. And I don't care that it's wet still because it'll just mix and make, you know, a nice, look at that nice light blue. Look how pretty that color is. I really got to clean my desk today before I do another video. Let's just say that. But you see how I'm doing? I'm just going over it. Don't worry about going out of the lines. It doesn't matter. I am going to do that. See how much better it looks over the white? Because that's the color we started off with, and that's not what we did. All right, and if you want to add, you know, some shadows or whatever on the outside, go over the white. Trace over the white that you did. Doesn't matter. You don't have to. I don't care. It's up to you. All right. I'm going to do the nose. I'm going to use Nepathol Red. Let's see. Yep. It isn't going to clear up. It's not going to focus on that. Of course it's not. Any kind of red that you like or you have. And I'm going to go over the nose. See how bright and nice that is now? Because we have that white down. But you don't need to. It's not a necessity. Not a necessity. Do his mouth red this time with his lips. I love coloring and being, you know, doing childlike things because, like, I would love to have art classes for kids. Just to come and play and I just think it's so important. They take them all out of the school, so I would love to do classes for kids in my house or somewhere. I'm gonna kind of do like that, nothing major. I'm gonna do the. Of course, you do whatever colors you want, or write a different word, or don't write any word. I don't know. That's it. And while that dries for a second, I'm gonna take some light violet, and I'm gonna run it. Like that. And I'm going to take my brush, dry it off, and add that in as a round. You could be fancy and you can do this, add some water, lift it up so you have that great background in the back, or you can look how pretty this color is working out. I don't care I went over him. This is my junk journal. It's made out of a magazine. Who cares? And we can go over and touch that up. But look, that's basically how it is. I mean, is it perfect? No. I'm going to paint his eyes in this color too, because why waste it? But think about how fun it would be. You know, I'm obsessed. I want to go on the TV show Chopped, right? On the Food Network. But I'm thinking, I have this idea of doing these things on you know, on my YouTube channel where it's like, look, you can use these 3 colors and these 2 items, you know, and then seeing what everybody does. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. Like seeing what everybody comes up with, their style, what they do. I don't know. I just think that's fun, having to like think outside the box and do things. See, I kind of like that on the outside too. See, look, I'm just playing. Just adding color. But I know what I'm going to do with that. All right. We're just playing. Doesn't matter. You want to give him stripes? Give him stripes. Wouldn't that be cool? He could be called the Blue Stripes. All right. Okay, and then I'm going to take... I'm not going to use black. I'm going to use my darker blue, I think. I'll just take a little bit and make his eyeballs there. I'm not going to go all fancy. I'm going to go over his eyebrows. Eyeballs, eyebrows, you know what I'm talking about. Give a little bit of that in there. That is it. I mean, that's how simple. So silly. Not the best thing, but guess what? That got me all going this morning for, wanting to play, wanting to do. Got my creative juices going. And that's it. That's as simple. You do an art journal page. That's it. That's it. And you add your twist to it because everybody has a twist. Like I said, I'm going to link the other video down where I did a longer, a longer version for you guys, and it looks different, but everybody's looks different. And in 20 minutes, if I would have shut up and I wouldn't have talked most of the time, I could have got this done probably in 10, 15 minutes. And it was fun and enjoyable. And I could sit and play all day and do details and, firm it up, as they say. But why? This is fun. Beginners, art journal. What fun. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. Go check out the Deco Art Traditions paint. It's pretty awesome. I love it. You can see how nice it goes over the dark colors. But again, use whatever you have. And I will see you guys in my next video. I love you guys. As always, remember to tag me, email me, send me what you guys do. I love, love, love seeing them. You guys are just amazing and so creative. And you can write me and do all that jazz like normal. You can go into the show more and find my email address, and everywhere. Follow me all over the place. Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. You can follow me, and I like to follow back because I love to see what you guys do. And that is it. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.